Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Let me see, yes, okay. Oh, assalamu alaikum, my friends. Yes, I'm sorry if I've disappointed you that Brother Khaleel is not here today. He left me a note saying, Professor IQRA, could you please introduce today's show? And I, of course, more than graciously, I'm more than happy to do so. I hope you are okay and that you'll be able to do it. How difficult could it be after all? I mean, he wants me to say a number of things to remind you. Right, first of all, he wants me to remind you of the QR code, which is around here somewhere. Right, the QR code is an easy and effective, very efficient way for you to get directly to our Instagram page. It's right. See, I'm already dropping things. Forgive me. I hope Brother Khaleel is not watching. Right, yes, go to the QR code, hit it right now with your phone, and you'll be able to go directly over there. Apparently, modern science is wonderful, isn't it? Also, Brother Khaleel wants to ask that, can I remind you that we want to have you on the show. If you'd like to be on something called the Random Art Show, sounds quite odd. Right, if you want to be on that show, you can inbox us on our Instagram page. Apparently, yes. He also wants to make sure that you guys are enjoying the new shows. Yes, of course, the best one of those new shows is Kun Fire Kun with me and Kid Bilal. Right, also, he wants me to ask you a question. Let me see, where is that question now? He's not very organized with his script, is he? Right. He wants me to ask you, what is the first surah of the Quran? Of course, I can tell you the answer is, I'm not supposed to tell you until halfway through the show. Well, I know for a fact that I'm not as good looking as Khaleel, nor am I as talented, but I know a thing or two, and you'll see in our shows coming up how wonderfully talented we all are here at IQRA Kids TV. But for now, I hope you enjoy part one of our shows. Let's go for it.
Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my friends. Welcome once again to the Random Art Studio. We are continuing our journey into the world of the digital. Ooh, right, that's right. We're getting a little bit excited. I'm getting very excited actually, because what you can do with the application that we've been talking about is so vast, so wide. It all depends on your imagination. So we're gonna go into that again in a short while. But before we do that, once again, I remind you, this is the old QR code right there on the screen. Make sure you whip your phone out, take a photo of it, so to speak, and it will take you directly to our Instagram page where you can go over there, like, follow, share, and all that good stuff. And of course, as usual, if you've got any artwork, if you want to be on the show, if you're in London, you want to sit here with me and do some traditional art, it would be awesome to have you. So do that right now. In the meantime, let's get down to business. Let's go to our page. We're gonna start with a blank page as usual. Right, now what I want to do before we get too excited, let me rephrase that, before I get too excited of the potential of this particular application called Inkscape, we wanna just go over some of the basics that we talked about before. Now again, guys and gals out there, if you are familiar with using things like Paint or maybe Illustrator or other drawing tablets or other drawing applications, you will know that some of these tools, they're going to be familiar to you. So let's go to this on the far left here, create rectangles and squares. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to create a square. Right? And I'm going to go back to my pick tool here, and then I'm going to my selection tool, and I'm going to zoom in there. Now, some of the sessions we did before, we talked about outlines, which is the word, which is stroke. So I'm going to click on using this toolbar to the far right here. It says stroke paint. It says fill, stroke paint, stroke style. We're going to click on fill. automatically you can see our color wheel appears, and as you can see, the white line and the white circle indicates that we have picked blue, and of course that is the color of the square that we've got to our center there. Now of course you can pick any color you like just by clicking on any part of the wheel or inside of the triangle to get the color you want. Very nice. Now suppose you've done like a nice brown shape there and you want to give it an outline, a stroke. All you do is go back to this side of the controls and go to stroke paint, click on that. And there's no color wheel there because no stroke has been selected. All you need to do is go to the little square that says flat color. If you hold your mouse over it, it comes up with the word flat color. Click on it, ding, and immediately that color wheel appears. And just like what we did with the inside, we can click on any part of that color wheel and it will take on the color that we select. Now, we can't hardly see an outline because it's so thin. So no matter what color I choose, you can barely see the color. Even if I make it yellow, you can barely see it. Just make it black, you can barely see it. So what we want to do is increase the stroke line, the outline. So we're gonna go to stroke style on the panel to our right, click on that, ching, and directly below that it says width, 0.265. Now it should already be highlighted. If not, just click off of it and click on it and drag and highlight it and put in 2 and hit return, bing, or enter, and it takes on that weight. The weight means the thickness, the line thickness, the stroke thickness, the weight, okay? Automatically, it's created that outline. We can go back to stroke paint and start messing around with different colors for the outline again, okay? This can be done for the circle as well. Okay, we'll go back over here, go to our stroke paint, click on flat color, automatically the color wheel comes up, and again there's no stroke to it, it's very thin, so I'm going to click on it where it says width, hit 2 on our keypad and hit enter or return, and you can see straight away it's taken on a blue outline. If I go back to stroke paint, you can see that blue is what is reflected on our picture in the center of the page here. Or if I make it purple or black or light blue or red blue, or dark blue, you can choose any color you like there. Okie dokie. Right, so I'm going to select both of those and hit delete to get rid of them, okay? So we've used, back to the far left over here, we've used the square tool and we've used the create circles, ellipses and arc tools. We're gonna go down a few, we're gonna miss out some of these, and go down to draw Bezier curves and straight lines. Now, if you're gonna draw a lot of interesting images, you're gonna use this Bezier tool so much because it's so powerful and it can create shapes that the square and the circle simply can't because they're confined to those kind of shapes. The Draw Bezier Curves and Straight Lines tool will be able to give you all of those crazy shapes.
Where is Kid Bilal? Oh, here I am, guys, back for another session. I hope you guys have got your telescopes and your looking glass handy, because you're gonna need it for this one. Are you ready to go? Let's go! Right, oh, I think we're at a train station or some kind of tram station today. Is that me? Right, what about this one? Tricky. Is that me over there in the corner? No, I don't think so. What about this one? Tough one, this one? A mighty tough one. Right, what about this one? Oh, come on, guys. It's obvious I'm not there. Or is it? Right, there I am. Hey! I thought I'd make it easy for you guys and just say howdy doody. Whatever that means. Right, what about here? Yeah, sitting right in the middle there. Not exactly hard to miss now, are you, mate? I don't know. Who am I? Right, what about this one? Oh, there's a blue thing on the tracks. It better not be me. It's not fun and it's not a good idea to play on the tracks. Right, what else have we got? Oh, looking up and down in the bushes, maybe. Over there, right to the corner, maybe. Maybe not. Right, what have we got here? A park bench. In that bin? I don't think so. I'm not rubbish. What about over this one? What about those greenies there? I could be inside of there, hiding away for all you know. Right, what have we got? More greenies and more leaves and more trees. Oh, I'm not sure about this one. Right, what have we got over here? Oh, there's a bit of a mess there. Kid Bilal, did you make that mess? No, I didn't. Are you sure? Right, what have we got? Yeah, that's me. It's me there chilling out, just once again taking life nice and easy for a change. Right, what about this lot here? Bit of a messy place, isn't it? Oh, never mind, I didn't do it, that's all you need to know. Right, what else do we have over here? Yeah, is that me trying to get through the barriers again? That ought to pay my fare. Hey guys, how did you do? I hope you did a good job of finding Kid Bilal. Don't worry, you get another chance soon, but for now, take care. Salam alaikum.
Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. I am still here. Yes, I'm still here. Right, did you enjoy that? I certainly hope so. Right, I need to make sure that you have got the answer for the first question. It was, what was the first surah of the Quran? I was so tempted to say it. I was this close to giving away the answer, but now I can do so because I'm sure you know that Surah Al-Fatiha is indeed the first surah of the Quran. Right, I'm supposed to do another question for you. What does the word IQRA mean? Which is my name, Professor IQRA. Ha! Right, what does the word IQRA actually mean? I'm so tempted to tell you, but I'm going to wait for the end where you can tell me the answer yourself. All right? Let's get into part 2 of our shows for today.
Initiating system. System 1 loaded.
So last time we did a heart. So let's do a heart again. Now with this, we're just gonna make a basic heart shape with square edges, okay? So we're gonna click like this to make a kind of heart shape, and back to the beginning where it goes red and click on it, and it's created a brown red. Let's go to fill here and click on the red, or we could have gone down here and hit that red and it would create that same fill. It's got the blue outline that we had when we were doing the other picture before. What it does, the last thing you work on, it keeps that attribute and it applies it to the new thing that you draw. Now let's look at our heart shape. It looks a bit skew with, right? So let's zoom in a little bit. And how do we make it round edged so it looks more like a heart? Right, we've selected it right now. You know that because it's got these kind of nodules, little arrows, top, right, left, center, and bottom. We're going to click on this heart twice, and automatically you can see those corners have become gray squares. See there? Those gray squares, if I hold my mouse over, it goes red. Same for all of them, it goes red, okay? That means that it is active, and if you click on it, something amazing is gonna happen. Right, let's hold down my control key, go over this edge, and I'm gonna click it, and automatically it made it curve. I'm gonna hold down my control key on my keyboard, hold my mouse over that edge where it's gone red and click it. And it's gone red again, woohoo, it's gone nice and curvy. Let's go up to the top here. We're gonna hold down the control key on the keyboard and hover our mouse over that point and click it. And it's gone a bit woofy as well, it's really nice. And the same thing here, hold on the control key, hold it over that nodule and click it. And it's gone all soft edged there as well. Look at that, very nice. Now, as you can see straight away, The last thing I clicked on was this particular edge here. And these kind of stringy, these stringy things have come out. They're over here as well. So if I click on here, there's stringy things on that side as well. What does it mean? Those are handles that you can use to manipulate the shape. You see? I could make it like that, ooh, or I could make it like this, ooh, ooh, ooh. So I'm going to use that tool. I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to use it to make it a bit more rounder. I'm going to grab here. I think it is pulling out a bit and pulling up. Now these handles, they take a bit of practice to get used to using it. Okay, I'm going to grab the middle one, push it up a little bit, and the center one, and bring it down a bit. It takes a bit of practice to get to use them. You can see it still isn't quite symmetrical. This side is a bit fat, that side is a bit smaller. So I'm going to double click on it again, and I'm going to, whoopsie daisy, let's undo that. I'm going to bring that in a little bit. That's a bit more even, okay? There are other ways to get a perfect heart shape, but for now, I just want to get us used to using this tool here. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, not bad. Hey, look at, oh, what's that over there? What's that Superman that's doing there? That's for another show. We're going to do that in a short while. Right, so we've done the heart shape. It looks okay. It's good enough. Okay, it's good enough. Right, now we've done the heart shape. I've selected it. I'm going to hit delete on the keyboard, and I've deleted it. It's gone. Right, let's do another quick shape using the Bezier tool, B-E-Z-I-E-R. Click on it. Let's make the shape of a hand, okay? So we're going to start with the wrist, and we're going to do the thumb, the first finger, the second finger, the third finger, the fourth finger. This is just very rough. It's meant to be the tiny little finger, never mind. This is just very rough, and click on it there. Now that is the worst hand I've ever seen in my life, okay? But you can see, it just needs a little bit of tweaking here and there. Now, again, all of those corners can be made active. How do we do that? We double click on the entire thing like this. And automatically those corners have that little gray square box on them again. I'm going to grab this one over, because that should be a little finger, so it should be smaller. Like this. And the thumb should be a bit more like that. And that should be a bit thinner. You see, that's why when you initially draw it in, it doesn't have to look perfect, because you can then go back and start adding shapes to it. Now, there's one new step I want to add. Now, this bit here, it's straight, and we want to make it curve. So remember when we said we're going to click on here, hold Control, click on here, it makes it round, but it's too round. So what do? Let's undo that. Control Z. What we're going to do, we're going to go to the midway point between these two nodules here, and I'm going to double click on it, and it's created a nodule. I'm going to grab that nodule and just drag it out. You see? And now I can hold Control and hit that nodule, and it makes a round shape like the outside of your thumb. Okay. Now, if you wanted to do that over here, you wanted that to come out like this, you don't have to make a nodule there. You can just grab it and pull it out. You see? Or I can just grab here and pull it out. And those handles have come automatically. Or here, if I wanted to grab this, I could pull it out. Or let's go here. The fingers shouldn't be square, they should be rounded. So I could grab here and just pull it up. So it's rounded at the tips, and use these handles to make it look a bit more smoother. Same here, I'm going to grab the center, I'm just going to click it and pull it up. And you see, click on here, and I can make the tips of those fingers a round shape. I'm going to do the same for here. Click on those nodules here and just bring that over. This takes a lot of practice, guys. So I've been doing it for a while now, so I'm kind of used to it. But if you do get permission to download this software on your computer, I do advise you to practice with it, okay? It takes a bit of getting used to, but once you do it, the things you can do is really awesome, okay? So this hand still looks a bit odd shaped to me. So I'm going to start grabbing, I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to start bringing this out a little bit. I'm going to bring this down a bit. But it's still not quite right. I'm going to bring that down. Looking a bit more human now. I mean, his fingers are really long. Like my daughter Shakira, she's got very long, slender fingers. She doesn't take after me, I tell you that, right? Right, so maybe this is Shakira's hands I'm drawing, I don't know. Right, here we go. I'm gonna pull that out a bit. So you can see all of those gray points are active and you can mess with it, you can pull it, you can drag it, you can make it as realistic as you like. Okay. Now, one of the things that we could do to make it even more realistic is to get a photo of a hand, put it on the page and trace over it. We're going to do that on the next show. So if you want to know how to trace over an image so it looks exactly like that image, we're going to do that on the next show. But until then, I want you guys to hit that QR code. Go over there right now to our Instagram page. Like, follow, share, check out our workout. And again, if you want to inbox us ideas, things you'd like to see on our show, not just a random show, on Muslim Maestro or where's Kid Bilal or Kun Fire Kun. Any suggestions, we would love to hear from you. Please inbox us right over there. Right, guys, I've got to go now. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, is it over already? Oh, that was rather quick, wasn't it? We have been enjoying ourselves putting together these shows, and I hope you're enjoying them. Remember to hit that QR code and go over to our Instagram page right away. Okay, that question. What does IQRA actually mean? Which, as you know, is my name, Professor IQRA. To prove it, see? Professor IQRA, see, lab pass. I can go anywhere, absolutely anywhere. Right, IQRA means to read, to recite. MashaAllah, Alhamdulillah, I'm glad you all knew that. Right, so once again, apologies for Brother Khaleel not being here today. I had to stand before him. Who knows where he is? He's been doing his ABCs of Islam. Maybe he's gone to a different country again. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out soon. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for putting up with me, and I look forward to seeing you really soon. Take care of yourselves. Toodle pip. Salam alaikum. It was a massive up. Right? Different things you do.
IQRA Kids TV.